I don't need to prepare. I'll just take what I need from others. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. That's the attitude some people have. They think that all they need to do is stockpile defensive and offensive tools, get training such as that, requires that, and that they will go around and just take from others what they need. Well, let me tell you why that's not a good plan. First off, morally and ethically, not good. Second off, things go down, things go really south, SHTF, without rule of law, those kind of things. You don't want to put yourself in any more dangerous situations than you absolutely have to, because you're not going to have all the medical care available to you. And there's this thing called Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. So if you think you're going to go via force of arms and remove supplies from other people, good luck with that. Because a lot of people in the preparedness community are also ready to defend themselves. They're not just going to give it up. And the odds are that somebody will get lucky and take out you or members of your team. First of all, you can't do it alone, so you have to have a group. So you got to rely on others. Then you got to take care of them. Then you got to provide for them. That's not a good plan. Good plan is to be prepared yourself, because you will suffer casualties. And then next thing you know, you won't have a group. Or you will have to choose to bring in new members that are even less scrupulous than you, or in more need than you. And if you already have the mentality that you're going to go take from others, then who's to say members of your group just won't decide to take you out, take what you have? Not a good plan whatsoever. I saw this, the Doomsday Preppers show, where there's this guy in Lakewood, Washington, that was saying that he was the apex predator, that he was going to go do this, go take from others. Okay, first off, he's making homemade body armor with ceramic tiles from Home Depot, and was impressed when it would stop. Was it 410 bird shot? That's not impressive. And then, yeah, they had like 410s, they had some 22s, stuff like that. And they were calling themselves the apex predators. They were not in shape. Yeah, they were way out of shape. And they live in Lakewood, right across the street from Fort Lewis, Washington, home of the 75th Ranger Regiment, Special Forces groups, Stryker battalions, helicopter squads, infantry, all kinds of stuff is at Fort Lewis, and McChord Air Force Base. It's Joint Base Lewis-McChord. So I don't think, with all those Rangers, Special Forces, and other people around, living in the same neighborhoods as he is, that he's going to go around and take from anybody. Because you never know who's behind that door. You never know whose property you're walking onto. You don't know what their level of security is, what their level of capability is. It could end very poorly for you day one. It's just not a sustainable plan. I think most common sense people with 2 brain cells, understand that. Whether you go into the moral and the ethical side of it or not, it just doesn't make sense. You will not succeed. You will get taken out. So please, if this is your mindset, please alter it. Please change it. Please prepare for yourselves. Because I guarantee you show up here, you're not leaving. And I'll be fine. So, yeah. Don't plan on doing that. Because like I said, you have no idea of the capability of the people whose property you are approaching. or size of their group or anything, because you probably haven't done any intel gathering. You haven't taken the time. You just know that you got to get supplies quickly or you're going to die. You don't have time to sit back and plan properly, because you got to go gather, you got to go scavenge, you got to go steal, you got to go loot. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're properly prepared, then you'll have time to plan. You'll have time to all set up all this stuff. And I'm not advocating that you would do that against others, planning in general. You have time to figure out, okay, we got food storage to last us through the winter till we can get the garden in. That will help supplement. We can hunt a little bit along the way. We can forage when things are available, because we have these skill sets, because we're preppers. We're not marauders. We're not murderers. We will do what we have to defend our families, our property, our way of life. But that's it, in a defensive role. Who knows if something will evolve and there may come a time to have offensive operations? Maybe. We talk about that stuff on Patreon. Not offensive, but defensive, all that kind of stuff. Links in the description below. $1 a month, hundreds of videos, good stuff there. Yeah, it's just not a sustainable plan. So please, don't think you're going to do that. You will not get away with it. You will not survive. You may just get taken out by another group of marauders and looters that's bigger, stronger, faster, more well-equipped, more well-trained than you are. Maybe there's a group of some of those military types that didn't prepare. Now their families are starving. So they get together and they're like, well, we got to do what we got to do. I don't think you're going to go up against them, especially if they're bringing hardware from work. Think about that. It's not worth it. Be smart, prepare, stockpile your own food. Take care of your own selves. Don't worry about taking from others, because that's not going to work out well for you. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.